In Davos, panel discussions run the gamut of today's technology. AI, virtual reality, the Internet of Things, the list goes on. Worldwide, there are 17 billion connected devices today. By 2025, that number is expected to double. Many of these devices can be empowered by the aforementioned technologies, but analysts say the bottleneck now is internet speed.
When you think about new retailing and the manufacturing capabilities and also automation, and all these processes would need faster data processing. It's the infrastructure. 5G will empower these sectors, I think, even more.
Consultants say client demand is high for 5G solutions.
The pressure from these companies to make their businesses work is so much higher on the 5G network than what it used to be in 4G.
Experts at panels in Davos say the tipping point is near, maybe closer than most people think. In one of the panels, Huawei Vice Chairman Ken Hu said the application of 5G is kicked into high gear as industry standards were established last June. He said some of the participants at this year's forum might well be using 5G mobiles the next time they're in Davos. Hu says 5G will be deployed in 110 countries by 2025. Huawei is already operating in more than 10 and will expand into 20 more countries in the next 12 months.
In many of the parts, the Chinese infrastructure is heavily advantaged.
But talks on geopolitical uncertainty always seem to come up.
As the technology industry, we're highly relying on the global supply chain and the global innovation ecosystem. So we are probably suffering the most right now.
As obstacles from several Western countries against Huawei increase, some are even concerned about the lifeline of China's 5G industry, as the nation imports 90% of its semiconductors, a commodity dominated by the U.S.
I think at the moment right now, we are quite vulnerable because it is really a big power struggle rather than about technological competition.
In a recent interview, Huawei founder Ren Zhengfei urged America to focus on cooperation because he said no one country is expected to innovate a new technology independently. In a globalized world, this message goes both ways. Yang Chengxi, CGTN, Davos, Switzerland.